How's it going, everyone? We are back with another weekly watch list. I hope you all having a fantastic weekend so far and had a good week inside and outside of the stock market. So first thing I want to say, as always, is thank you so much for clicking the video, giving it a watch. I appreciate that greatly. I've officially been doing these for 1 year now. 1 year of weekly watch lists, and it's been amazing. I've learned a lot. It helps me get my mind right for the week. And I genuinely just enjoy doing it. So for anyone out there that's willing to give me their time, just know that I appreciate you greatly. So without further ado, let's hop right in. First things first, we have QQQ starting on the 4 hour here, okay? Number one, I'm gonna be looking for us to have some sort of resistance to support flip here at this 486. This is obviously was 4 hour supply way back here, back in July. We rejected it hard here. We rejected it again this past week as well. So I'm gonna be looking for a break of this zone. I do have a previous day high here at 488.6. However, as you can see on the chart, it's not some sort of like major area, major level. It was just a high of day back in July. So I will see that there most likely will be some sellers in this area. So if I am long over 486, I will look for this to be the first profit target. But my main area I'm going to be watching for is this gap fill. We've been so close. Again, we rejected the supply. I mean, it looks like a no-brainer, right? Break, retest, resistance to support, flip, and we come and fill this gap at 493. So that looks like the main play here on QQQ. Underneath this previous day low at 478 is where I'll be looking at shorts down to this demand area here at 470, 471, right? So if we take that down to the 15-minute, previous day high, previous day low, always marked. Previous day low was a really nice level here. It was this resistance turn to support flip. Below this previous day low, you could enter short. And take this down to this, again, this 470 demand area. However, along the way, we do have some pivots that I would watch out for, like here at this 476.51. So if I am in a trade at this time, I would look to see this as a profit target down here at this 473.81 as well. So I don't have the mark for now, but if I am in a short trade here, I would be using those pivots as profit targets, okay? So that's going to be QQQ. If I go over to NQ, it's pretty similar, right? If we go to the 4 hour, obviously it's pretty similar. We had this 78 retracement that I've been watching for a while now. We finally hit it and rejected it. So yes, I did make money on Friday using QQQ puts based off this level. It's been in several watch lists recently. It is a supply zone as well, just like it is on QQQ. So really the same thing here. You know, over this level, I'm looking at getting up to my next major resistance is going to be at 26.98, okay? But really, we have this supply zone up here at the all-time high. But I know that that gap fill is going to line up somewhere, and it might even be this area here. This support area is most likely where that gap fill will line up. So over that is where I'm looking for, or it could be this wick here as well. So that is what I'm looking for on NQ and QQQ. So let's head over to SPY. So SPY is, of course, back at all-time highs, which is great. So the first thing I'm looking for are these Fibonacci extensions. So I have one, if we actually go to the daily here, you can see a little bit better. I have a Fibonacci extension here from this pivot high to this swing high and this swing low. I have Fibonacci extension for this one. And I have the 127 here at this 580, and then a 161 at the 600. And then I have from this swing high to this swing low, this extension, first extension, is the 168 is here, same thing at this 580. So as you can see, both of the Fibonacci extensions, one for the 161, one for the 127, both line up in this area. That's going to be the next area of resistance I'm looking for on SPY. I can pull it up. I have to see. Oh, hold on one sec. If I go back to the daily here, one of these fibs, I believe it was this one, where we rejected the 572. This was the 127. So yeah, if I click this, put it back on the chart, as you can see, we did, oh my goodness, we did reject the 127 pretty close. So that 570 area. So we did get above it a little bit, but roughly in that area. So that Fibonacci extension can work pretty well. So that would be my next area. It is a whole psych number as well up here at 580. So I do like that area for a reject. So as far as levels go, we have previous day high, previous day low here on the chart. I don't know what this level is for. That is weird. I don't know if I don't think I added that. Anyone else's think or swim ever just at a random level? Maybe I did keep this on the chart. I can't remember, but I did do this on Friday. But as far as levels go, under previous day low of 565, my next support is going to be down here at this 560. Above previous day high, I do have Thursday's close as a profit target on the way, or as some resistance on the way up to this 572 at the all-time highs. As far as this level goes, I most likely got it from this area here, but I don't know why it's on the chart. So I think it was just a nice pivot. As you can see, we were here, we broke through it, retested it nicely. So that's probably why, in that case, I might have just forgotten to change it to a possible level, which is what I mark in the blue dotted lines. Yellow dotted line is previous day closes. And since this was a previous day close here on Thursday and we never retested it, I am keeping it on the chart. So real simple, we have this really small inside day here on SPY. So I'd like to see a break of this before we have any continuation in either direction. SPX obviously can be very similar. Previous day high, previous day low is always marked out in red. So that's going to be the first areas I'm looking at for a break. 5,700 was a really good level on SPX on Friday. Had a really nice break after the open. We broke below. Really nice confirmation here. You could have got short here, had a nice move down here, or you could have waited till the retest and had an even nicer move. This is what I did catch myself, but on QQQ. So 5,700 on SPX looks good. Above the previous day high, we have room up to all-time highs, and below previous day low, my next support is going to be down at 56.62. So that's what I'll be looking at, and it is a gap fill as well. So that's what I'll be looking at on SPX. If we do break below, we start heading down under 5,700, I'll look for that gap to fill. As far as ES goes, so let's head over to ES. Again, obviously same thing as SPY. No major levels of demand, supply, anything like that. We did clear a lot of that recently. So my main areas to watch are going to be this level here, this 56.74. It's been a nice area of support. This is the previous all-time high, so I do expect maybe there could be some action around here in this area. That's why it is marked as the blue possible level. But on first main support is going to be here at 57.35. Again, same thing with ES, 5,700 could be a good level as well too. So if we do start breaking below, you could look for a short opportunity down to 5,700 before hitting this level here. We do have this gap to fill as well here at 56.33, which is weird. It's every single, I guess on futures it makes sense, but like I don't know which time frame I marked this gap on. It might have been the hourly. It is, but it's different. Like maybe I have to do it on like the daily or something. Yeah. I'll just have to do it to the daily. That makes more sense. So let's put that back up here. Still getting used to like futures charts and so on. Okay, lastly, IWM. Haven't traded IWM in like 3 weeks, and it's been really nice. I do love IWM, but I've really just been focusing on QQQ. Really small range, so definitely going to need to see a break of that before any other direction. But as far as IWM goes, we did have a really nice supply reject. So we had this really big 4-hour supply, and we did come up and reject it previously last week. So that was nice to see, as you can see here in this disgusting wick around the FOMC time. But anyway, so I am going to keep this level here as we did wick it. We did not break above it and close above it. So that is going to be still the supply in play, this 224.84. Above that, we do have 226.51. Okay, there's a lot of supply up here. As you can see, this was a previous FOMC where we had these crazy wicks and everything. As you can see, we do have a massive daily supply zone coming from 228 all the way down to 223. So, you know, IWM's got some work to do before we start looking better for longs. But as long as we're in this supply, I'm going to be favoring shorts. Okay. As far as the 4-hour goes, so let's take it down to the 1 hour. Again, we have this supply zone. We have that wick just above. Those are going to be my areas of resistance. We did break it in the pre-market, but I do keep that on the chart if it was a pre-market break. Anyway, so below the previous day low, I have 218.29, and then below that, I do have 216.18. All right. If I go over to the daily, we don't have any gaps or anything like that to fill, so we're looking good there. But as far as just range for now, this previous day high and previous day low needs to be broken, and ideally over this 220, this supply to long again up to this 226. All right. So that's gonna be everything I'm gonna be watching this week. As always, thank you so much for tuning in, watching the video. If you did enjoy, please consider dropping a like, dropping a comment, letting me know any questions, comments, or concerns. I do greatly appreciate every single one of you who does check out the videos. I do enjoy making them. And lastly, I just want to recap with the trade that I did take on QQQ on Friday. It was the pre-market low, and where is it on the, it was, I believe it was on, which candle was it? This was a really nice bounce though. This was a 61 fib that I was watching. We bounced it perfectly. Let me see here. Maybe it was on the 2 minute. I think it was on the 2 minute where I got my entry. Yep, right here. So we had this pre-market low level here. We broke it, retested. I got short on this candle here at the level and was able to catch this move all the way down. It was great. So I did trim along the way, but my final contract, I did trim at the 61 fib, which was down here. So it was OPEC, so the contracts moved okay rather than as much as they should have on a move like this. But nonetheless, hope you all have a great weekend. Have a great week inside and outside the market. I will see you all in the next watch list. Peace.